Good morning, everybody. It is day 4. It's almost 11 o'clock, and went for a bike ride this morning. Rode to Diana's Diner over in Catawba. Had breakfast and then rode back. Ended up getting a flat tire. Had to change the flat tire. Of course, it was the back one, which is the most difficult to change. Got that changed. Got back to the school. I ended up with 13 miles today. Then my wonderful wife came and picked me up, and we are on the way to Cedar Point. So we're going to spend the rest of the day in Cedar Point. The ride today was either a 50-mile ride to Fremont or a Century ride, which went to Bellevue. I decided not to do either one of those. I did a 13-mile ride today, and then going with my wife to Cedar Point to enjoy the day. Don't know whether I'll be doing another update, but thank you for joining me. When I got up this morning and decided that I wasn't going to do the 50-mile or the 100-mile ride today, but I was going to ride my bike to breakfast. So I did a 12-mile round trip, 13-mile round trip to breakfast. And while I was at breakfast, I called Jen and says, "Hey, you want to do something today?" Since she lives so close, she came out and met me at Cedar Point. So we've spent a good part of the day at Cedar Point, riding the cable cars and the train and the merry-go-round, and we've also done a lot of the shows. None of the roller coasters, not for us, but we're heading up the cable cars to head to dinner. So we made it on the Sky Ride. Here's pictures from up on the Sky Ride. The end of a beautiful few hours here at Cedar Point on our season passes, and we are getting ready to head out the exit, and we'll be back later this summer. But had a enjoyable day on this optional day with my wife, and had a good dinner as well. Hey everybody, it is day 5. We are 15 miles into a 31-mile day, or an optional 50-mile day. I'm doing the 31-mile back into Fremont. So we're going from Port Clinton today into Fremont. This is the first rest stop. There's lots of people out here hanging out and checking out what they have here at the meets. And we have a horse trailer that's selling hot beverages. So resting here for a few minutes. It's been nasty. We've had headwinds. The weather's been threatening, but we haven't had any rain yet. But the weather has been threatening, and we've had winds sustained at least 8 miles an hour. That's what they say. I think it's a little more than that. We've had gusts of up to 20. So it's been challenging, and they've been headwinds all the entire way. They're out of the southwest, and that's the direction we're going. We've basically all the roads go south or west, and so it's at a 45-degree angle to us. So it's been blowing us around, but we'll continue on, and probably next report will be at camp. So we've hit a roadblock, a stopped train. Have no idea how long it's going to be stopped. So I think we're going to turn around, go back, go across, and there's another crossing right over there. So that's what we're looking at doing. That will add a few miles to our route, but it's either that or sit here and wait for the train. A couple people have gone over the train. Wouldn't recommend that. Hey everybody, completed a 34-mile day. The first 31 of them, I stayed dry. The last 3 of those, it poured down rain. I am soaked. In addition, I had to walk, I think, a half mile to get my bags in the pouring rain and walk back with my backpack. So the bag outside the bag is soaked. Unfortunately, things inside seem to be pretty dry. I'm setting up camp right now and blowing up my air mattress, getting ready for the night. But yeah, we completed 34 miles. It is raining hard. I pity the people out there right now. They're going to have a tough ride in addition to that wind. I did check the weather forecast. I was wrong on the winds. We had sustained 22-mile-an-hour winds with gusts up to 30. So that's why it was so hard today. The first 28, almost all of that was into the wind at a 45-degree angle to us. And then the last 5, about half of it was into the wind, and half of it was going with the wind. So that was a nice change. But it was a very long day. You can hear the blower in the back blowing up the air mattress, getting ready for the night. Here's a picture of the camp. The mattress is blowing up. It will take probably about 10 minutes for that little pump there to blow that thing up, maybe a little less than that. And then I'll set up my camp for the night and I will be ready to go. I will probably lay down and take a nap. It's been a long day. First, I'm going to go find something to eat as soon as the weather cooperates, where I can go outside and do it in semi-dry. We are at the Rutherford B. Hayes Museum and Library. This is where we're having our dinner at tonight. That's the museum here. And everybody's going around to the dinner. Not sure whether the museum's open or not, but let's go take a look. So we do able to go through the museum. The museum actually opened in 1916. So this is the Rutherford B. Hayes carriage that he rode around Washington, D.C. He paid almost $2,500 for this back in 1887. At that time, presidents were required to provide their own transportation, including the horses and all the outfits. The government didn't pay anything for the services at that point. This is Rutherford B. Hayes, President of the U.S. from 1877 to 1881. That is a replica of the Resolute desk. Resolute desk has been used by every president since Hayes, except for Ford, Nixon, and one other one. Sorry, I can't remember right now. Downstairs is the museum. They have a section of weapons from the Confederate Union, weapons from the Civil War, weapons from the Revolutionary War, and weapons collection from the Boxer Rebellion in China. They also have a number of large cannons and mortars. Kind of cool display down here. Rutherford B. Hayes was very involved with the Ohio State University. His involvement more than 20 years, even as governor of Ohio. This here is the Rutherford B. Hayes home here on the grounds of the library. So we're not doing any tours of the home, but I just wanted to show you the outside.